had 2 days with the pads on, and we got some guys knocking heads today. It was fun. You know, especially the big guys, they enjoyed it a heck of a lot more than they do the first 2 days.
How do you strike a balance between being physical enough to make a difference in a football game, but not getting yourself injured?
Yeah, that's the tough thing. I mean, that's the $64,000 question that every coach has to have. You've got to do enough so that your team can be physical, knows they're physical, and get through a game. But at the same time, you got to take care of everybody, and you got to make sure we get them to the game. So that's a very fine line. I don't know exactly what the answer is. So hopefully, what we're doing out here every day is the answer. Well, we're just in day 4, so we haven't gotten to that. We're still in base right now, so we're still installing the base, 5 days of base, and then the other stuff starts coming in. So, but I can tell you this: the recall and seeing the younger guys and how much they picked up and the job they did this summer learning has been good.
How might an expanded defensive playbook help the run defense?
Well, I mean, it's tremendously, because I mean, you can go from just a 7-man front to 8-man front, 7.5-man front, all the different things that you're going to need to be able to get people in to stop the run.
We were able to see a little bit of the defensive backs right here, tackling drill and everything. How do you think those guys are doing with the physical play?
Well, you got some guys back there with a little bit of experience with Dez and MJ and Donnie and Dominique, so they've been great leaders with that group. And then they got a bunch of young guys that they're teaching them the culture. They're teaching them the way we do things here. And then when we put pads on, when they step out here, we're going to be physical. And that means every bit of practice, you better think about being physicals, because that's what we're going to do. You're not going to be able to be timid. You're not going to be able to go ease into it. We're going to start off the bat and we're going to hit.
What do you see at it?
And those guys, I think those 4 guys are doing a great job in that secondary of creating that for those young guys.
Yeah, Cole Holcomb, a newer name, getting first-team reps at linebacker.
I think Cole is taking advantage of all of his opportunities. He's a very bright kid. He can really run. He'll hit you. I mean, I think Cole Holcomb's going to be a good football player. I really do, and he's going to help us.
Is he the man to be out for that?
Right now, he is. Yes, he is.
You guys made the decision to start giving Andre Smith those series last year in the first half, obviously looking ahead to right now. How much further ahead is he right now than he would have been if he made
a world of difference. I mean, so he's played in every big game. He's played in every game we've had, basically. I mean, he was able to spell shot. We were able to get shot off the field in times, and there was no drop-off. So now, what he's doing, instead of learning now, he's taking over that leadership role at the linebacker spot, which is huge for a dang kid that's a true sophomore.
Is it tougher to replace the leadership or production of guys like Shad and Rashad?
I would say leadership. I mean, and those guys produce. There's no doubt about it. But the leadership is invaluable, and so these guys have done a good job trying to emulate them, and they were great role models for them as leaders. And so the learning curve should be much smaller or shorter. And so those guys, I think Dre and Collins and Holcomb right now, those 3 right now, not to say they're going to be the ones that line up against Georgia. I don't know. We still got the rest of the month to go. But those guys right now are I think are going to be able to produce.
Can the defense be just as dynamic on that side of the ball?
Surely can. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the difference is just experience, and we've got some youth over there. But like I said before, it's talent. There's talent. Now we got to get it in the right place, and we got to get it with the right mentality.